Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru. With me is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
And our guest this week is Marie.
Hi.
You don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help. If you'd like to submit a Dear Abby question, you can DM me on Twitter at OctoAbby with an I. Bryden is at one and only Bryden. That's the number one, not the word. And Marie is at P8STIE. I guess that's supposed to be pasty, right?
Yeah, pasty
What
like
is
toothpaste.
Pasty.
Like, oh, that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Oh, I've had a lot of different questions about this. People are like, "Is it pasty because you're like pasty white?"
Is it
Someone-
because you're
Yeah.
a lily white bitch? Or could it
Hey!
be perhaps the toothpaste?
I didn't put it
That's
together.
me.
It was like, what does that mean?
I thought it
Yeah,
was like a
it's
flower.
toothpaste.
I was thinking like, paisleys.
Yeah,
That's a flower,
yeah, it
right?
could be that.
No.
Yeah, no one guesses the toothpaste, but I think that it is thought provoking and memorable anyway.
Well,
I think so too. But no, that's not a flower. It's like a type of pattern on fabric.
Oh.
Paisley is Dryden. Dum dum.
yeah, I knit constantly. You really got me. It's you the knitting champion of the fucking world. You backed
does
me
that
into a
have to do with
corner.
knitting?
Turns out I'm a fraud. I've been getting knitting cues sent to me through the vibrating butt plug like that chess guy.
I
You
wasn't
do
talking
seem-
about.
You do seem like you maybe could benefit from some sewing in your life or like knitting.
No,
I don't
do
know.
the
if you're-
opposite of sewing. I do cutting.
It's like a calm hobby. I agree. I think you're right. Something calming. All right. I do have an ad copy today. I'll read real quick. It's just for our Patreon. Here at Here to Help, we are dedicated to helping the poor, unfortunate souls who find themselves here, desperate for transformative help. Many others will claim to want to help, but none of them are capable of or willing to take our synergistic approach of radical, empathetic sincerity. The ways in which we at Here to Help will help you are many and significant, innumerable and indescribable. It would be impossible to name the ways which we will help you, and so I will endeavor to explain just one. Our method of radical empathetic sincerity systemically empowers you to take control of your life and truly become a person who has been helped. This is how you know that we are the only ones you can trust. No other advice podcast or guru can do the things we do. Help the way we help. Subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/here to help podcast for just $1 today for our bonus content.
We've been doing like pretty good weekly about people signing up and stuff, and I'll bet we just have a drop for the next 2.5 weeks because of that bullshit right there.
What do you mean? This is
have
a very clear message telling them why they should sign up.
I've also got just a real quick question for you now that Marie is here.
Yeah.
And she has like a real nice, girly, feminine voice. Are you
Yeah.
intimidated by that because you sound like some type of a trans Tony the Tiger?
No, I'm not intimidated at all because I can tell by her voice that I could beat her up.
We're here to help. Like
She does have a very nice feminine voice. That's fair, but it's good for contrast on the show, so I'm happy about it.
do you even smoke a pack a day, or is that natural?
No, it's natural. Maybe it's because my mom smoked a pack a day while she was breastfeeding me when I was a baby. The crack might have something to do with it.
Yeah, I have to tell you guys something. So, Abby, it's very clear that like Abby has really high T, and I do suffer from abnormally low testosterone for a woman, and I am undergoing therapy right now for my to raise
your
my
low T?
testosterone. And
Yeah.
my toothpaste, it does help with that. It does raise testosterone, and like there is an epidemic in our society where a lot of people do have low testosterone. So I actually just want to commend you for that. And like you are a true eugenic woman. And it's very clear that like you are someone who can really have a lot of children, very strong sons. And like I honestly look up to you for your voice. And I just wanted to let you know about that.
Oh, you'd have to because she's 8 feet tall.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I have
Don't you
never
think?
burned her that good. Holy shit. Woo! We're about to get started.
I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad.
God damn.
Bryden,
was
that
it.
was not, I don't know what you're talking about right now. That was not meant to be a burn at all. That was genuinely a compliment. And I think that you both are acting a little bit crazy, and I'm going to be DMing you some information about testosterone in women after
Thank
the
you.
episode.
Thank you for educating us, Marie.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that.
You're welcome. That's my job. That's honestly why I came on this podcast. Because I just do love helping people, and I do have a servant's heart.
Are you here to help? She's here
I
to
am
help
here.
us. She's here to help everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh
That
my
rules.
goodness. So tell us about your toothpaste then, Marie.
Yeah, so this is something that my toothpaste is something that I've been doing since I was 18. So I've been making my own paste since I was like a young teenager, just because I like to make things. And over the years, I've sort of gotten into different health trends. I've read a lot on Weston A. Price, who was like a holistic dentist. And I sort of developed this recipe. So it's the one that I believe in. It's the one that I've been using for a few years. And I kind of made a thread on dental health that blew up in January. And some people asked me to sell them toothpaste. And so I was selling it like super cheap at first. Like, I don't even think I was making a profit on it. I think I was losing money on my toothpaste at first. And then people ended up liking it. They ended up buying more. And so then I turned it into like a small business where I send people homemade toothpaste.
Okay.
Pretty much
What's it
Wonderful.
taste like here?
that simple. It tastes like really salty, minty chocolate.
That's what I need in the morning is just salted caramel turtles.
Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm sensing some sarcasm in your voice.
No.
And I just want to let you know that there's no reason to be sarcastic. I can send you a free sample if you'd like.
Please do that. Please send him a free sample.
And you
He needs it.
And you can use it on the podcast, and you can give it a review and tell people about your experience.
That is the best type of radio I've ever heard of, is brush your teeth.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can brush your teeth.
On the
It
radio.
is like using this toothpaste, especially like for the first time, is quite the experience, because it's not a normal brushing your teeth experience. Like, most people have only had one type of experience brushing their teeth their whole life. So it definitely is like, it's exposure to something new for sure.
And
This
if
is
anyone on this
definitely-
podcast needs higher tea, as she has promised us that
Yes.
her toothpaste can help with, it's
Mhm.
Bryden.
Bitch, I will
It's
fucking
really
come to
a
your house.
shame that I have the most testosterone on this podcast.
Yeah, it's very evident that you do have the most testosterone. Like, I can tell that you're raising very strong sons.
Oh
And
yeah. They
I
beat
think
me
this
up.
is a really good thing for like society. There's a lot of things that are making people have low T, and so I commend you. I think you would be a great spokesperson for my toothpaste for that reason, just as a really high T woman. So we should talk about
I'm in.
my
She could-
affiliate
do-
program.
Do you have any beard products? Because she could also sling those like nobody's business.
I am considering making beard products. Yes, I'm considering it.
There you
I have
go.
a few. I
have a
do have
whole
a few
store.
issues with the beard guys who are like obsessed with grooming their beard. So I'm not really sure if I want to interact with them in a business setting, but I am considering it.
Well, Abby's used to dealing with, beard guys from her time in the circus. They would come by. She was obviously the bearded lady, and they were like, she would explain how she got it to grow so thick, and it was mainly because of her high tea.
Yeah, it's true. Those were great days. When I was a kid, I would tell my mom, I just want to join the circus. And she would say, okay, go do it then. I don't want you here. And so I did. And it was a very nice experience for me. It was a lot of fun. I made some connections.
You made connections of roller coaster tracks. You bolted them down with your big old beefy arms using that
I
big
made
comical
friends.
wrench.
Made friends with some little people who did really cool tricks, like they jumped through hoops and stuff.
Those were just average people trying to do their job. They're like selling solar panels door to door that you decide to shit on online.
Dude, no. These solar panel men have been coming to my house every other day for like 2 weeks, to the point where, and they won't leave. You tell them, no, I don't want you to leave. And if you don't just slam the door in their face, they won't leave. And if you do slam the door, they'll just wait for you to open it back up too for a couple minutes. Like, it's insane. I think that they're harassing me, and I need to defend my family.
Wait, I have a question. What if they're
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
What if-
exactly.
What if they're right and you should get solar panels?
Well, the thing is that I can't know if they're right because they refuse to give me any information. I don't even know the name of their company. They don't have a business card. They won't tell me anything that I can like Google. So for all I know, there's no company.
Well, you just tell it. You just buy some. Tell them bring it over. Don't worry about the install. I'll just get a tiny little step stool and put them on there.
Just get up on there.
Yeah, that is really strange. So what is the next step for them?
For them,
Yeah,
is
like what-
getting the
like-
cops called on them if they come back.
No,
Because
no.
after my
I mean, what is the next step that they want you to take with the solar panels?
they want me to give them my email and phone number so that they can come back with their supervisor to do a consultation and an install and get the money from me after that and stuff. Like they want me to give them my information to make an appointment for them to come inside my house, but they won't give me any information from them. Like,
Okay.
doesn't
Okay.
that sound sketchy?
No,
Yeah, it does. Okay, so this is really interesting and good to know because I was solicited on Twitter to do that job. So I was like in a Twitter space and there was like a bunch of high level tech people in there and I was being really stupid and I was just like, hey guys, like what's Web3? I really need a new job. Like, will someone give me a new job? And I was just like sort of trolling them. But then this guy actually DM'd me and he's like, I love your communication style and I really want to hire you as a door-to-door door-to-door solar panel saleswoman.
Honestly, I'm not trying to insult you. I don't want you to take this as an insult, but I don't think you seem rapey enough to be a
Okay.
solar panel salesman.
Why would I
Like
be
you
insulted by
don't
that?
scare me.
Okay. Well, all right. So, maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah,
The solar
maybe.
panels, like you don't want to come up to some grandma's house and then like just scare her away from the solar panels.
no,
I think they do. They want to
You do.
scare you into buying it. I think, yeah, no. And when I posted about this on Twitter, someone commented like, "Yeah, I've known sales guys who will go, I'm either going to get a sale or a restraining order today and stuff." Like it's actually a tactic I'm learning.
That's not okay. Listen, as a guy that has spent a long time in sales, and I haven't done door-to-door sales for a long time, nor did I ever sell solar panels. Solar panels is the worst door-to-door job you can get, and insurance is the worst semi in and out of office job that you can get.
Okay, so why is the solar panels bad? Because I'm still in touch with this guy and we still do talk and
it's a scam.
Yeah.
Because it's a
Okay.
scam.
Okay, why is it a scam?
Because anybody that they hire is not going to really turn any profit. So that's why they don't have business cards. They get you to go knock doors, all of that. You bring back the few contacts that you do get. You don't get paid, so you fucking quit. They keep those. They throw more guys out there. They just take all of those leads, follow up on them. 1 in 50 or whatever decides to get fucking solar panels. That's how they get paid. You could do this with vacuum cleaners. You could do this with health insurance. You could do this with not health insurance, life insurance. You can do this with all kinds of stuff. Probably health insurance too. But that's a tale as old as time as far as just shitty sales jobs. It's a scam. Which
Okay,
is why.
so why don't they get paid? Because it takes so long for the solar panels to matriculate?
Matriculate. Your time in which you're going to talk to somebody at a door versus get them to pay $50,000-$60,000 is most likely a year or more, maybe.
Right, so you have to wait so long. Okay. Well, okay, so this guy was saying that for his company, the people don't pay for it.
Did he say
They
that?
they don't pay for it, and for what somehow they just end up having 2 different like power bills every month.
And nothing about this rang any bells for you
Yeah,
of like,
it
this is a
did
fucking
No,
have-
that's
scam.
what these
Yes.
guys at my door said. That's what they were telling me.
So-
I was trying to get a price out of them because they
Yeah.
wouldn't go away. So it's like, okay, well, just give me a price. If you don't have a business card, you don't have any other information, you don't even have a freaking pamphlet to give me, just give me like a price range here. And he was like, well, you see, let me explain to you our model where actually it's a gift to you and you just have to blah, blah, blah. And you have 2 bills
Tax
now. And,
exemption
blah, blah.
and-
And
yeah.
I was just like, what are you talking about? Either
Yeah,
give
they're
me
like-
a business card or leave. And he was like,
they're
I'll
like,
just come back
once
later
you-
when your husband's home.
Nice.
They're like, once you pay it, like I guess once you pay it off, it like raises your property value.
Sure.
And they said that usually you end up paying less. Like it ends up saving you money every month on your power bill, even though you have that second check
Right.
that you're paying.
Yeah, I get what the guy pitched to you, but I'm telling you that's all not true at all.
Okay. Well, that's
So
good
they're
to know,
all
and I'm really
liars.
glad. I'm actually really glad that I came here and like heard that from you, because I honestly could have. I did have a feeling like in my heart and
No,
in
I
my
think you should do it.
intuition. Okay. All right. Thanks. Thanks.
All right, let's get into our Dear Abby questions. Let's see. Someone wants to know what your shoe size is.
My shoe size?
Yes.
Okay, so I am 5'6", 5'7". I used to think that I was 5'8", and then I realized that I was just like one of those dudes who like constantly overinflates his height, and because I want to be taller. So I'm actually more like 5'6.5", 5'7", and then my shoe size, I wear a size 8.
Still taller than me.
Okay, yeah, that's a totally normal shoe size. That's great. I'm not going to tell people what my shoe size is.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
well, why?
Peggy
So I
fucking
know
Hill
that
over
this
here.
guy, like, I know this person like thinks they're funny or whatever, but I don't really
Yeah.
care. Like, I'll just tell my shoe size. Like, it doesn't really bother me.
No.
Yeah.
Is that somebody we know that sent that in?
Yes, it's
Don't
someone
tell
who's
him it
been
was
on the
me.
show.
Don't tell him it was me.
Wait,
He
can you tell me who it was? Like, you should dox that person on the show just like to embarrass them a little bit, because like that's kind of an embarrassing question, and there's no reason to spare him at this time, don't you think?
I guarantee that it's
He probably won't mind.
It's Finley and he doesn't care.
It's
Oh, okay.
not Finley, and the person did not tell me not to say his name, so it's Tappy. It was Tappy.
Tappy doesn't give a shit. Tappy's proud of
Okay.
that. He would be mad if we didn't say his name.
Okay.
He also wants to know what your cup size is, but I thought I shouldn't bring that one.
You're supposed to filter these fucking questions for our pleasant guest and her toothpaste.
Yeah, I'm
Don't answer this one.
literally just here trying to shill toothpaste, and I'm really tired of these guys like trying to sexualize the situation because they're single and they have issues. And here's what I have to say: you need to be buying my toothpaste, and you wouldn't be having these problems. You would have a girlfriend, and you wouldn't be asking random people for their cup size.
I think Tappy does have a girlfriend. He's just a creep.
Now Tappy gets no hose.
Yeah,
no hose.
So if you buy my toothpaste, you go on my page, you look in my bio, you click on the link.
Oh, he goes on your page. I'm sure.
You can buy the toothpaste, and then you won't be having these problems. You won't be asking these creepy questions. You'll be scaring the hose, maybe in a good way, but not in the kind of creepy negative way you're doing right now.
Yeah.
So that's my advice to you. Everything's going to be okay. Just buy the paste, and your life will start pivoting into the right direction.
Yeah, Tappy, you could start smiling at them, and they're gonna go, that guy's got some real salty teeth.
It looks like he just ate some chocolate. What's going on here? No. Okay, from Pirate Moth Boy, why not just poison the rival once you have successfully seduced the boyfriend? To any listeners that didn't see her thread, I'm sorry that you missed it. It was a wonderful thread about how to steal someone's boyfriend.
Yeah, so kind of the end of that thread, so in case you guys aren't familiar with the process of how to steal someone's boyfriend, you kind of start with a friendship with the guy, you find out about him, and then you sort of segue into a friendship with the girl, and you kind of poison them both against each other so that you can get the guy in the end. But it does require you to build a friendship with the girlfriend of the guy that you're trying to steal. And so at the end of the kind of cycle, after they're already broken up, you're going to have to kind of end the friendship between you and her. And honestly, there's no reason to poison her. She has done nothing wrong. You've done enough to her, and I honestly think it's a little bit evil for this guy to be asking why not to just poison her. It's a little bit sadistic. I'm recommending that this guy also buy toothpaste because he seems to be harboring some violent tendencies and latent anger for no reason.
Okay.
But yeah, there's no reason. You can just end the friendship. The way I recommend is just kind of by starting a petty fight, calling her toxic, and then blocking her number. And then you're good. You tell the boyfriend that you have successfully secured away from her to do the same thing. And then you sort of just exit from her life, and there's no reason for death, there's no reason for violence. You can do everything through psychological manipulation.
Yeah. See, I'm going to go ahead and stop you there a little, or rather bring you back to reality. I guarantee that person meant like strychnine or arson or something. They didn't really get the whole poison psychological. They meant like playing
Yeah.
Clue.
Well, I think what he's saying is instead of the psychological poisoning, why not just poison her? Basically, yeah. But she just answered that perfectly, so everything's good.
Yeah. I mean,
They're
there's just
not
that.
nice.
It's too violent. That is, first of all, what I'm saying in my thread is not illegal either. Like, there's no
Let's
legal
really
issues.
dial down on that. Nothing on this podcast that is said is illegal.
Yeah, this thread is completely legal. People might think it's not ethical, but that's another question. This is extremely legal. It's allowed. You will never go to jail for this. Imagine if you poison someone and you end up in jail for the rest of your life. You disappoint your family. You don't have children.
Get the guy.
You don't get the guy.
You get
You're in prison dealing with like weird prison lesbians. Like, this is just not where you want to be.
You get a new guy though. You get a very special type of guy. You've seen Orange is the New Black, ladies, huh? What do you think of that one?
Yeah, this is just, it's not an ideal situation. Like, these stupid questions are actually, they're going to piss me off. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, no.
I haven't even started yet.
They're going to piss me off. I'll be honest with you. And all these people really need to, they're sounding like they have fluoride poisoning and they need to buy my toothpaste.
I think you're right about that. Their brains are brain damaged by the fluoride.
These questions are dumb. Like,
that's true.
I just don't even know where to start.
Marie, imagine having to do this every week. And these are just the ones that got through the fucking filter of Abby.
Oh, yeah. I've got like 20 of them, and I'm ignoring probably 12 of those.
I seriously feel bad for you guys. Like, I'm thinking that your listener base, like, that maybe they have some kind of developmental disorders.
Well, yes, but don't say anything bad about them because they'll get that retard rage, and then they'll get mad at you, and it's just not a good thing.
Yeah, they don't like it very much.
They're so few, but they're just like, they're so organized, you know?
Okay. Well, I think they would do, a lot of these people it's starting to sound like they would do well with my toothpaste.
That's what's the episode will be called. It's toothpaste. And we'll put a link. I never put links. I'll put a link to your toothpaste. And if you send me a sample, I will. I can't promise I'll like it, but I will try the salty chocolate toothpaste.
You should sponsor our show so that we can read an ad for your toothpaste every week.
Yeah, there you go. Give us your money.
Okay.
Give us like $2.
Nope. I need more than that. This is big. This is big, life-changing toothpaste. I need hundreds of dollars a month for this. Now, because I was thinking to myself this morning, I was brushing my teeth like a normal person, and I was like, what I need? Astrology in my fucking toothpaste. That's what I thought this morning.
Why?
Just like spiritual crystals and astrology, and then if every time I could brush my teeth, it just like one of those 1990s toothbrushes that like played the songs. Like if it was just purple haze all in my brain. Just hippie toothpaste. I'm not saying Colgate has my best fucking interest in mind. I'm pretty sure that they put God knows what in there. It's fucking terrible for you. But as much as I like Marie, she's going to send me a tube of mud as a bit. And I'm going to be like, I don't know, I didn't like it. She goes, yeah, that was dog shit. I didn't send you my recipe at all. It's poop. Ha ha.
Have you tried the like store-bought charcoal toothpaste?
No, I don't know. They have advertisements and they're like, look, but how's that any different than, again, 90s thing where they had the toothpaste that like turned kids' teeth purple for whatever. I don't know. Activated charcoal is great for hangovers, great for sick tummies, stuff like that. I can't imagine it does much for your mouth. Maybe I'm wrong.
It whitens your teeth.
Oh, okay. Maybe I could see that. I don't know.
It cleans really good.
We'd have to ask the toothpaste gal. We've never had a toothpaste conversation on this show before.
We're breaking new ground today.
I mean, I use Sensodyne. That's, for my sensitive baby gums.
Yeah, so Sensodyne is also like, it's a sensitive toothpaste, and mine is also. So I'm sure that you'll love my toothpaste if you use Sensodyne.
He's going to come on again and we're going to do a review. He's going to review it after he gets
But
it.
it was
It's
actually
Bryden-
gonna be
fucking
great.
incredible, and I just have to sing the praises. I'm like, yeah, I actually grew extra teeth. Like they're you know, like you think it'd be weird, but like I could just bite through a tree. It's crazy.
It's like a shark.
Yeah.
All right. From Matthew Ziegler,
Oh, boy.
Mr. Zigzag. Do blondes really have more fun?
I don't know if blondes have more fun. Another sort of stupid question, I'll be honest with you, but I will try to answer it in a nice way, in a thoughtful way. Personally, as a blonde girl, fun is very important to me. I love having fun. I always want to be having fun. I don't really see a point if I'm not having fun. I start to get actually very angry if I'm not having fun.
So you have two
And-
moods. It's very happy or very angry, huh?
Yeah, having fun
Hmm.
or being angry that I'm not having fun and that there's someone that's blocking me from having fun.
I
And so,
think Kanye
um,
also has talked about that. Yeah.
yeah, honestly, there's people in this world who do suck the fun out of shit. And that does make me angry. And yeah, so if I'm not having fun, it is quite upsetting. But I don't actually I love brunette girls. And I think brunette girls are really beautiful, and I don't have a superiority complex over brown-haired girls. I try to coexist with them as much as I can.
Wait, well, hold on.
Right.
What the fuck? Is that a thing that's going on among the bitches?
There are, there is like, there's antagonistic attitudes like between women all over the place, and I really try to ride above it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was based.
And-
I thought it was based on how pretty you were, not based on like how rich you were. You like normal
it's-
people, not what
it's
your
based
fucking hair
on-
color was.
It's
It
based
can
on
be.
everything. Hair
It's based
color,
on
eye
everything,
color,
yeah.
cup size.
Yeah, there's a lot of competition over things, and like I do not have any competition with brown-haired girls. In fact, like I think that there's some people are like,
They can be
There-
cute
I've-
sometimes.
I've heard the take that actually like the most like average looking girls look better blonde, but really really beautiful girls are almost always brunette. And I would say that that's true most of the time.
Okay,
Like
okay. Look, this is
It's
ridiculous.
because the
Can-
Albanians. No, some of the most beautiful women in the world are Albanian,
Can
which
I-
is weird because
can-
Albanian men look weird.
Can I give you the take from the only opinion that matters on the hair color debate here, which is a man's. We don't particularly care because we know y'all dye it whatever color you want anyway. The only one that matters is red, and that's a fetish. There you go. I solved it for you. Every man will agree with me. You guys are, it's like eyebrows. You're just fighting for no fucking reason over shit we don't care about.
Some people really do have bad eyebrows, though.
Oh my Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not doing the eyebrow thing. It all looks ridiculous. Stop doing work on them. Nobody cares. Listen, if you got big old fucking honkers and like a good waistline and a good ass, you could have a unibrow and we'll be like, we'll look past it. You know?
I doubt that.
I have
swear.
to tell you guys something. Recently, I've let my eyebrows grow out completely. I have not touched my eyebrows in a month and a half, and I've never been happier with my eyebrows or how my face looks.
You don't
Okay.
have any like weird strays or anything?
I kind of want to take a picture and show you guys, and I don't know if you have like pictures that you can add to this, but like my eyebrows are crazy right now, and I've just like totally accepted it, and I think I've ascended because of that. And I recommend to all women just to like let your eyebrow hair grow out and like grow past the awkward stage where it's just prickles, and then let like your entire eyebrow just grow out.
Eyebrows are fine. Women, don't let the armpit hair or the leg hair go. That's fine. Eyebrows can be wild. I don't give a shit. No man has been like, God damn, dude, she's so hot. Oh, and I love her personality and like we get along so well. Dude, she even likes Seinfeld. But those fucking eyebrows, like unless you've got like some weird Herculean, odd, like alien looking eyebrows, nobody gives a shit. We don't care.
Nobody
That
likes-
panty
no.
lines we don't care about. We don't care about fucking like so much of the crap that I hear women fucking talk about. I had no idea what
Well,
this
it
big
doesn't
war.
matter. It's not about you. Who cares what you think? That's your problem. Is you men think everything is about you. What I choose to do with my eyebrows is not for you.
Listen, those eyebrows are a life.
They're amazing. They're
What's that?
incredible. They're like caterpillars.
Well, that was a
Inching.
that was a my body, my choice thing. It just didn't land, or you're too stupid. Either way, but
Oh, a life. I thought you said alive, like they're living creatures.
oh, much like a fetus.
Yeah, I just
Feminist?
thought you were talking about caterpillars.
I mean, they might be. I don't know. I mean, like you're everything
I
about you is
just
pretty
think
rough.
I just think that you should pluck strays, and if you have a unibrow, pluck the unibrow. But
think-
other than that, yeah, your natural eyebrow shape is going to suit your face better than whatever weird stuff you're trying to do.
Unibrow is a bit much. Unibrow is a bit much. But if you're Kim Kardashian with a fucking unibrow, I'll look past it.
Okay, that's good to know.
It's
Okay,
ridiculous.
let's move on. Dear Abby, I have a badly adjusted 31-year-old sister. She has mastered the art of crying to manipulate people to get what she wants. Or to get what she wants, sorry. However, she also genuinely has an anxiety disorder that makes her very reactive to small stimuli. When she starts crying, which is often, the line can be blurred as to which issue is the cause. As a result of excessive and relentless tears, my dad has taken to making fun of her, regardless of which it could be. When she starts crying over something objectively stupid, which is at least once every time she's visiting home, he will lightheartedly make fun of her by saying something like, "Here we go again," or "Here come the tears," or just generally mocking the sobs. Obviously, I find this hilarious and can't help but laugh. However, when I've mentioned this to others, they're horrified and think my dad is an asshole. For more context, he didn't do this when she was a child, and he has never mocked her for crying over something that's a big deal. What are your thoughts? Is my dad the asshole?
I mean,
So he's just,
kind
she's
of.
31 years old.
Well, she's clearly. I mean, if this happens every single fucking time, there's either a drinking or a drug thing that's not being addressed that he doesn't know about, or she doesn't. The op doesn't know about, or I don't know. I mean, it should be addressed, but how long do you have to put up with these people like that? If she's crying every single fucking meetup that they have, at least they're not like not inviting her. She's at least has fun for a little while before he starts being a fucking prick. I mean, it could be worse. I'd cut her completely out of my life. I'd go,
if she, bitch. Yeah, if she's not just like a manipulative, attention-seeking bitch, then it would be mean. But I don't know if she is or not. She might just be.
I think there's probably an issue. I think there's probably an issue because if she keeps trying to manipulate and it's not working, then like, dude, she's probably got like severe fucking anxiety disorders.
Yeah. What do you think, Marie?
Yeah. Well, to me, it sounds like what women really want is like to be treated like 5-year-olds a lot of the time. And so what do you do if a 5-year-old is crying? You don't like reason with them, and you definitely don't like make fun of them. Like maybe you pick them up and spin them around, or you try to distract them with something else.
Okay, hold on a second. I know this is your first time on the show. We're very happy to have you here. This comes from Reddit. That woman that is crying...
No. This is not. This is from John.
Oh, okay. Well, that woman that is being mentioned that just breakdowns and cries all the time. That woman weighs too much to pick up.
well, yeah, okay.
But no, but you don't. But you have to think like, I'm not saying that exactly that's what you do. I'm just explaining how you treat 5-year-olds. So like when a 5-year-old is crying, you just try to distract them through playing with them. And so I think that maybe the dad is like, it sounds like he's making an attempt at play, but it's sort of not genuine. It's not genuine, and it sounds like there's like an underlying resentment. And I think that what people need to do in the universe a lot of the time is just like tap into play in order to solve problems. And so for this situation, I would say like definitely like
toothpaste.
No.
Is it toothpaste?
Like being curious about curiosity and like just play, like seeing like what works to kind of distract her and get her like in the mood, like in a different kind of mood. And so I think that like, I don't know, at least for me, like if I'm sad, then if I'm around someone who distracts me, like, and they do it in a genuine way and they're not angry at me for being sad, they're just like trying to make me feel better. Like that helps me a lot. But it sounds like the dad's starting to do that. Like he's starting to get into the play frequency. It just sounds like maybe he's also a little bit angry at the same time. And so
Okay,
maybe he needs to work on himself a little bit.
if you're talking about frequencies, two things. One, you said genuine, and then you said genuine. Genuine was a R&B guy. And then when you were like play frequency,
knows
all
that.
I wanted to do in my life was just punch and punch and punch until you didn't. This is a 31-year-old woman. She needs to figure it out. All right. There's not fuck play frequency. Life is not that easy. She should work. Put her in the mines.
I think the mines can be fun too. Even the mines can be fun.
People love Minecraft.
That's a different
I played Minecraft.
You know what? Next week's show will be hosted by exclusively me because Marie and Abby will be going to live on an island and in a salt mine.
You know,
it's going to be great. We're going to build a cute house.
We're going to get into the frequency of play in the salt mine. We're just going to be hanging out, throwing salt at each other, having a great time.
What do you think a salt mine looks like?
Guess what? Guess what? We're going to be making toothpaste with the salt.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
You will.
Oh, dude, imagine. Okay. So we have a whole salt mine. Okay. If there's any like magnesium somewhere in there, we could have just an endless supply of nice baths.
If you went down
all the time,
if you went down in the mine, people would go, I didn't know this was a sulfur mine because you smell like sulfur.
I do not smell like sulfur.
You smell like sulfur. And you go, oh, this is good.
Right now, I probably smell like Caesar salad. So anchovies. I probably smell like anchovies.
And you look like Cesar Chavez.
Okay, moving on. Is it a red flag?
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Wait, can I just say one last thing?
Yeah.
Sometimes girls get really sad and emotional if like the experience that they're having is boring. And so for me, sometimes I get really weirdly emotional if I'm feeling bored and upset. So maybe if you guys just like had more fun as a family, then maybe she wouldn't be this way also.
Yeah, get
Twister just some
out.
ideas.
Yeah, get Twister out. I'm sure that'll fix all of the abuse that probably led up to her weird anxiety disorders and her fentanyl addiction. They're not the upper middle class families you're thinking of, Marie, with their weird salted toothpaste. These are working class people.
Yeah, well, maybe he should
people
just go back to neglecting her.
Or that, yeah. Just sitting her on a boat.
I think people in trailer parks have a lot of fun. Just saying.
Yeah, meth is super fun.
Look, the fist fights that happen in the trailer parks are some of the funnest things you'll ever see in your life. And people are like gathering around and cheering. It's great. I've seen so many of them. My cousins, lots of fun.
Speaking of cousins, I was just going to say, never fucked my cousin, but a lot of people in West Virginia where I grew up seem to love it. So seems like they're having fun doing that too.
They're having a good time.
Somebody you've known your whole life in that trailer park and you just fuck your cousin. God.
Okay, we're gonna move on to our Reddit advice segment. We are going to do one from Am I the Asshole? Okay. Am I the asshole for confronting my sister and her new boyfriend after he invited a mariachi band to play in my living room at 9:30 p.m. for her birthday?
That rules. Nope, that's awesome.
First off, some context. My sister has lived with me for almost 2 years now. I had her move in after her husband passed away, shortly after she gave birth to their son, who will be turning 2 early next year. The entire thing was very traumatizing for her and myself. Not something I would wish on anyone. During this period of time, she's dated men on and off from her dance scene, bachata dance scene. What is bachata? I don't know. It's been a mixed bag, but I've ultimately never really had a problem with any of them up until this point. Enter new boyfriend. A couple days after the first date, I noticed a brand new car seat sitting on my island in the kitchen. Wonder why my sister felt compelled to buy another one, I thought. Turns out, the brand new boyfriend bought the seat to put in his car for my nephew. When I raised what seemed like a pretty big flag to me, red flag.
Why is that bad? He was just being polite.
Because they went on one date and now he's going to cart the nephew around, obviously without the girlfriend, because if they were together, they could just use the girlfriend's car.
No, I figured like they'd go together and he was like, hey, we'll take my car. You don't got to move the car seat around. I'm a nice guy. She doesn't know that it was just one date. She didn't know what they've been
I
doing.
don't know. I think it's really,
It's a little
well, I
weird.
mean, she lives with the girl. Girls talk about this. She would know if it's just one date.
I
But you
guess.
don't like introduce your kid to a guy you just met. Like,
Maybe
that's
he's
pretty
rich.
messed up.
Maybe he's rich.
He might be. He just bought a whole brand new car seat.
Those are expensive.
They are expensive. When I raised what seemed like a pretty big flag to me, to my sister, she simply stated she wanted to stay positive about the relationship. Sure, whatever. She's never taken advice in her life, so I don't expect her to now. But seriously, it's creepy, right? Buying a car seat for someone's kid you just started dating? That was my thought, at least. Fast forward about a week and a half later to my sister's birthday.
Hold on. Another thing. Were there tags on the car seat? Because there's a chance that he just had a car seat from a previous relationship.
Oh.
And there you go.
Well,
Now
she said it was, I'm assuming it was in the box because she said brand new.
Wow. Maybe he didn't have scuffs on it because he's a good driver.
Maybe.
I mean, if it was like,
It's possible.
she was like, it was covered in some weird red stains, then yeah, then you got problems. But it could just be a good driver.
Okay, so her boyfriend's going to come back a little later to spend the night on her birthday. I end up staying up until about 7 p.m. and decide to rack out for the night so they can have the living room to themselves. 9:30 p.m. I'm violently awoken by music coming from downstairs in my living room. Very loud mariachi music. I slowly crawl out of bed as my fuzzy brain is slowly trying to understand what the hell is happening. My sister normally puts her kid to sleep around 7:30, so what are they doing? As I exit my room, I realize they're not blaring music from a stereo, but it's a real live mariachi band standing in my living room below, playing for my sister and her boyfriend, currently starting their second song.
But I mean, come on, like, dude, like, if there's nothing, I mean, like, yeah, he should be polite to, but like, why is she going to bed that early? What is she, me, or like work third shift or something? Like, she's
She
either
wanted to
depressed.
give them the living room.
So don't go to bed. Load up your Nintendo Switch or your Index or something, and like, do some shit on the internet. Do your podcast, something.
Women are sleepy. We're sleepy people.
I don't
I'm
understand.
sleepy right now.
I'm
I need to drink caffeine.
It's so late in the evening to do that, but whatever. Just do coke and crash out like every other fucking.
I don't have Coke. I have a Dr. Pepper.
Call your mom.
I'm drinking
Anyway,
a
go
Dr.
on.
Pepper. Well, okay, look, she is states away right now. It's not like might as well just call someone else. I might as well just go downtown. Anyway, I slowly came down the stairs and
Now, like,
glare
you're
at
not
my
used
sister.
to it. You just are not wearing the dress for it. Woo! Anyway, go ahead, whore.
I slowly came down the stairs and glare at my sister and her boyfriend. My sister's eyes meet mine as I come down, and she says, "Are you okay?" Like, what the fuck? I do not respond. The band finishes their song, and my sister's boyfriend, knowing he's fucked up, escorts them out of the door, giving them a tip on the way out. I ask my sister where her son is. She responds that he's still sleeping downstairs. With
Well.
disbelief, I respond, "Are my neighbors?" No response, just a blank, guilty stare. This is not okay, I state.
She was in the they were both in the throes of new romance. I mean, yeah, it's not the best move, but honestly, it's romantic.
Not their house.
I
is
never
the
got-
only thing.
I never got Erica a mariachi band, and you know what? I never will.
You should. You should get her a mariachi band to play in the living room.
No, I'll get her a DJ. Like, she'll hate that.
Yeah, you keep forcing DJs on people. It's
Well.
very strange.
Well, it's not strange. It's what I love.
If-
None of you
if
guys
I
are
have
none
to
of you
hear-
guys are funny, so I figured maybe you'd like some of the music that I like. But no, you're not funny,
Look,
and you have
you know
shit
what?
taste.
I am hilarious. Erica thinks I'm funny. Erica said I'm funny every day.
Erica doesn't know what's funny. She's marrying me, jackass. So
That's true. That's true. She
we gotta
doesn't know what funny is because she's poisoned by your unfunniness, and now she thinks unfunny things are funny.
Was it over there? Because we got to ask our guest, our
Oh,
toothpaste slinger.
it's almost, yeah, that's basically it. She just said it's not okay and like ran upstairs angrily. That's it.
We should let our guests go first on
Yes.
is this person the asshole?
No, no, that's really not that big of a deal. And I'm getting sick and tired of these questions. I really don't know how you guys do this every week. Like, I genuinely don't know. Like, there are so many things to get mad about in this world, and a mariachi band is really funny and just not one of the things to get mad about. I have no idea. It's like one moment in time. It's never going to happen again. People need to take deep breaths. They need to feel their body, recognize that they're on the earth and this moment is never going to happen again, and stop getting pissed about everything.
Well, real quick though, I mean, before you finish your answer, let me tell you something about mariachi bands. They're kind of like deer. He said he gave him a tip at the end. It's kind of like deer. If you feed them, they're going to come back. That mariachi band is coming back there. That's I've seen them on subways, on street corners in LA. They come back.
So now there's like a mariachi band sicked on this family.
I mean, they might, yeah.
They're going to be at the door every week. They're just going to be like,
so it's like a stray dog situation. Like,
well,
yeah.
don't call them that. We're trying to be on YouTube here.
Like raccoons.
Like
They're
deer.
like raccoons.
Like deer. People like deer.
Like stray cats.
Well, that's, better, but still rough.
I like raccoons because they're cute.
Yeah, but people think of them as,
okay, but that's like a future problem.
They eat trash.
You could do things to make the mariachi band not want to come back in the future, but like
put up a scare mariachi, and it's just a sign. It's like a guy, but he's like has a torn up accordion, and he's like
build a palisade.
Yeah, I mean, there's just like, I don't know. I really don't understand why people are getting so angry and like so worked up over.
Well, I feel like I would be upset if a stranger that I've only met one time before kind of thing invited other strangers into my home.
Well, I mean, then in this case, just like enjoy the moment, and then the person should talk to them later and be like, "Look, dude."
I feel like that's pleasant, and that's the right thing to do, because how often do you have a mariachi band in your fucking living room?
It is pretty cool. If I came downstairs and I was like, why is my husband playing mariachi music? Like, he's never done this before. And then I went downstairs and there was a mariachi band, I would probably be very excited.
But clearly the person who did do this is a little bit maladjusted. Because like you really don't do that to someone that you don't know that well. It's not that normal. So like I would check up on them and just like be warned that like there's probably going to be more stuff like this happening.
More bands, like an orchestra next time.
I don't know what, but like clearly this person is a little bit socially maladaptive, and so you do have to watch out for this person in the future. And maybe I hate this kind of terminology, but like set some boundaries. And be like, look, like you're clearly not capable of making that many of your own decisions. So you're just going to need to tell me before you pull any surprises, because it might be a bad idea. Okay, so we need to be in communication, because I need to be helping you, your socially maladjusted ass, make decisions in the future.
I think this makes a lot of sense. And for everybody who is following Marie, that's P8STIE. I just want everybody to know that she said she does not like the phrase setting boundaries. It's not in her vocabulary. Setting boundaries is not in her vocabulary.
She has no boundaries.
No boundaries. That's just so everybody knows.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, setting boundaries is like, it's just kind of annoying. And it is one of those things where like therapists are like, you have to set boundaries. And it's like, okay, we can just live life.
Hey, careful. We're trying to get the hacks that say that to sponsor this show, BetterHelp.com. We're trying to get them to, come on.
Are we?
I don't know. I'm just trying to make jokes.
I talk trash about them.
I'm in too deep.
Okay. All right, next up. My fiance is out of control. My fiance is completely out of control. So this is a man.
Shut up, Erica. How's that?
Writing it? No, well, it's a man writing this about his female fiance, right?
Oh, did I write this?
it's very possible, you can tell me at the end of it,
Shit.
is completely out of control. We've been together for about 6 years and engaged for 1. It does sound a little bit like your timeline.
Joke's on you. 5 years, I think.
You think.
I don't
It could be
fucking know.
6 years. Throughout the relationship, I got through college and started my 9-to-5 job in accounting, working my way up, and I now make $78K a year. That's not bad.
That's not
That's
me.
pretty good.
I'm poor.
Well, you could just be lying. In the early years, she was great, working at a local sub shop about 50 hours a week, basically running the store. She was a great partner and friend,
I wanna
always
go-
contributing.
I want a girlfriend
What?
that works at a sub shop, right? Sub. What's up,
Goodness gracious.
gentlemen?
Shut up,
Woo!
Bryden. She was a
All
great partner and friend, always contributing physically and financially. She used to enjoy cooking. She now works 3 days a week at a daycare and claims she is a teacher.
Daycare.
She has put on a significant amount of weight, very overweight now.
Where
brings
is
in
the weight? Butts and boobs? We're
That's
on
the
board with
question.
that. Tummy? Not so much.
They do not specify. I would imagine it's the tummy if they're complaining.
I don't like that.
Brings in $200 a week and spends it all on stupid shit. More pajamas, cat toys, cigarettes, and DoorDash for herself, etc.
Wait,
she's
that
always-
doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Okay, pajamas. I don't know how much they cost, but I imagine a lot, and that's shows you that she's a big gun. But cigarettes are $1,000. DoorDash is $10,000.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, DoorDash is $200 just for a
Let's see.
pizza.
I know that my mom spent $100 on cigarettes a month doing like a half, by the carton buying thing and half rolling them herself kind of thing. And it was $100 a month because of that. So yeah, 200. Oh, yeah, it seems a little low, but
Yeah. So for me, I feel like everyone has to take personal responsibility for these things. Like, I feel like he's asking us to like fix his wife, and like the only person who can fix anyone is himself. And so clearly he allowed himself to get into this situation with this woman. Clearly, like, they're not living a healthy lifestyle together, because people don't gain obscene amounts of weight if they're going on walks every day, eating healthy food, etc. Like, I don't know. Like, it sounds like he's like blaming his fiance, but like good people don't end up with bad people, or they don't end up like marrying bad people that often. And so
Well,
I
that's
just
not
think
ju-
he's
that-
probably part of the
yeah,
problem.
wait.
That's not true. I'm divorced, you fucking asshole.
You're
Yeah,
not
well,
a good
that's-
person,
Hey,
Bryden.
hey.
Bryden, I like think that people should take personal responsibility for
Never.
like, I've never been married, so I'm like, I am looking at this from like a place of privilege. This is like me trying to give like parenting advice on Twitter. Like, obviously I shouldn't do that because
I
I've
think
never been a parent.
I think you should. There's your next thread. I think you should get parenting advice as somebody that doesn't have kids. That's your next fucking.
Oh
your
my
next one.
gosh.
It's a good
yeah,
one.
that's a bait post from hell.
Oh yeah,
Um,
you make the moms mad. You're gonna have trouble for a week
I've
or
been
two.
making moms
'cause-
mad forever. Rules. It's great.
Well,
Yeah.
as a woman, though, we are much more brutal to other women.
So, but anyway, I just like think that he should take personal responsibility for his part in this, and like
What did
figure
he-
out what to do.
She's obviously depressed.
Yeah, every woman is
he-
fucking depressed, but no woman knows
said-
what despair is. They're just
he go-
depressed.
Oh, stop it. He goes on to say her hygiene is bad, her attitude sucks, and she just doesn't do anything.
God,
There's
she
no
sounds
drugs or
hot.
drinking, just Netflix and DoorDash. She's depressed. What did you do to depress her?
No. She hasn't accomplished anything. She gave up on her goals, and she's just a dumb bitch. And she has it too easy
She
because
was-
a man is taking care of her. That's the way that it always plays out. She's sitting there eating bonbons on the couch all the fucking time. Yeah, what you ought to do, kick her to the curb and go out with a younger hot sister. That's the way to do it, fellas. Boom, Andrew Tate.
You know what I'm confused about is the way he words it. It's like when she was working at a sub shop, a sandwich shop.
Okay, but
She was
doing
like
it full time.
like an ambitious person because she was working 50 hours a week. Who is impressed by someone working at a sub shop, and then if she decides to teach children instead and have some free time is no longer a worthy person. Like, who cares?
Wrong.
She didn't
Okay.
have. You're saying she gave up on her goals. Were her goals to work 50 hours a week making sandwiches,
Versus,
Bryden?
hey, I guarantee if she's working 50 hours a week at a sub shop, she's the manager of Subway, and maybe she's a hardworking person. But then she's working, 3 days a week, and it's daycare. She's not teaching anybody. It's daycare. And if she's just laying around all the motherfucking time, guess what? I'm sure she gets used to that sedentary bonbon eating fucking lifestyle. She's become lazy, and it
you know what
probably
I
shows,
just
and he's mad
realized?
about it.
You know what I just realized though? She works at a daycare. She's a child abuser. She
Yeah,
works
sure.
as a child abuser.
Yep, she's making them fight for money.
Okay, I've changed
Yeah,
my mind.
I-
The guy is the one
So-
in the right.
Yeah, I don't think that he's the one in the right though. I just like genuinely believe that like probably he's depressing the shit out of her.
She does seem depressed, and he's just
Yeah.
mad about it
Why is-
instead
hold
of like helping her.
No. We're 55 minutes in. This had to happen eventually. Marie, explain to me how this is this man's fault.
Probably because he's like boring as hell, wants to watch
Yeah.
Netflix all the time and order takeout.
But she's the one that wants to watch Netflix and order takeout all the time. She's
Well,
the one
maybe
So-
he should plan
So
some
girls
dates
just want to
then.
do whatever their man wants to do anyway, and like he probably doesn't make her feel like a woman and
Well, she
doesn't like
doesn't
tell
look-
her what to do.
She doesn't really look like it anymore, I would imagine.
That's chicken or egg, Bryden.
So he,
chicken or
like,
egg.
Girls want to do whatever their man wants them to do, and like he probably doesn't
No,
even
no,
tell
no,
her
no.
what
Hey,
he wants from her.
Marie, girls want to do whatever their man wants them to do. I would like the court to please acknowledge every man versus anal.
That is a different situation, and also we can't be talking to Marie about that. Poor girl.
Powder Keg's laughing his ass off.
Anyway,
It's okay. So I will say, like, serious advice here. If your fiance is gaining weight and stuff, the last thing she needs from you is to do anything that makes her feel less loved, because then she will just give up. If you can encourage her, and if she does, once she does make some progress, encourage her more and tell her how she's looking so much better, and you can really see the progress and blah blah blah. That will help.
And what have you done?
Maybe
for
you
Bryden?
could
What
plan. No, you could be like, let's go for a jog, honey, and then you go for a jog together and stuff like that.
He
And
doesn't
like,
have to
honey, I
jog.
really want to do this new diet. Will you do it with me so I'm not
The
alone?
diets don't
You
work
know
the
what I
same.
mean?
The toothpaste may be the same for men and women, but diets aren't the same for men and women. What are
Well,
you talking
no,
about?
but it's still better than whatever she's doing now.
America is so freaking annoying. Like people here, I don't know what it is, but
You
people
better
don't
be
have
careful.
hobbies.
You better be careful
Like-
about the things you say about America. This is my
Like
country.
I
man.
love
Toby Keith.
America.
Cry.
I love America, but the culture in a lot
Right.
of places in America is completely surrounded by eating and watching TV. And
Very
it really
Yeah.
pisses me off because there's so many fun things to do, and they sound like they both probably need like to get some new hobbies, find some new fun things to do around town, go on some walks, visit some new
Yep.
places, go on some road trips, go to see nature nearby where they live.
How
Like
much money do you think these people have?
you can okay,
Do you think
Not everybody
walking
is. Not
costs
everybody is.
money?
No. She started with walking, and I agreed. I was like, that makes sense, sure. And then she would go on road trips. I'm like, to where? I gotta
Okay.
be at work.
you can go on a Saturday to the next town and check out the next town. Like
The next
it's not
town is
that
the next
it's
town is
n-
also a city.
it's not rocket science, Bryden. Like there's plenty of things that you can do.
I liked it
like,
better
for
when you said.
fun.
I liked it better before when you said it's not rockin' science, because that
It's
then
not
I got me
rocket.
thinking,
It's
like
not
rockin',
rocket science.
because that would be cool. Because that makes me think of like guitars and stuff. I'm like, that is rockin' science.
I just think these people are boring as hell. Like we're
Yeah.
not
Yep.
meant to go home every single night and watch TV, sit there watching TV and eating food. Like, I think people eat too much and they sit way too much, and that's probably part of the problem. And he's probably doing it too. He just has probably better genetics and a better metabolism than she does. And so that happens sometimes in relationships where someone has just like a better metabolism. And so they're probably both doing the same shit, and he's getting pissed off, but like, he's also part of the problem because they're a couple and they do things together. And so they need to figure out some more creative ways of having fun. I'm tired of people not using their brains to have fun. I do respect the fact that they don't drink and like, or do drugs.
Okay.
Because if like, I honestly hate people who, I don't hate people who drink. Like, I understand why people
I would
drink.
hope not. I would hope that.
I just think that it's like, I just am tired of these people and their low effort methods of having fun. Like, there are so many fun things to do. There are new things that you can see. There's like, you can pick up new hobbies. You don't have to buy a bunch of shit and buy a bunch of food to be happy. Like, I don't know.
You definitely
these Reddit people are just pissing me off.
You definitely have to buy a bunch of new shit. Like, I buy
No,
stuff
you
all
don't.
the time.
You never have to buy new shit to be happy. Like, you should not buy new shit. The only new shit that you should buy is toothpaste, and that's it.
Let me.
I heard toothpaste.
Yeah, before I'm taking Erica to her first ever like EDM festival. She's never been to a giant rave before. We're going to EDC Orlando. I'm super excited about it. She's never been. I've never been to EDC myself, but I've been to big raves. What about that? Is that fine? What about all of my drinking and God knows what's going to happen there? Is that
I think
terrible?
that sounds like, if it's worth it to you, you like EDM music, you like big crowds, that sounds like it would be really fun. And like, every time you have a new experience, it expands your brain and makes you less depressed or less prone to depression. And so,
is that true?
Yeah, for sure. Every time you have a new experience a new thing, like it reduces your like it expands your neuroplasticity or whatever. And
No,
so
that's not true. That's not true. Because like you have to have you come down from the dopamine high of what that was and to realize that experience will never exist again. This is a whole different podcast that we should wrap up, but I would like to talk to you about that. But I'll let you respond after this. This is
so you should just never experience new things.
Correct. That's actually my entire thought, is that it's a shame that we're here. You should probably just sit down and stop touching stuff.
I totally disagree with that. And I think that you saying that is the worst advice for these people, because that's what they're doing. And that's the reason why we have a fat bitch on our hands.
Exactly.
Damn, Marie.
You people like you, Bryden.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly,
I'm a bad guy. I get it.
We are out of time for today, so we need to close out this first episode. You can find us over at patreon.com/here-to-help-podcast, where you will find another bonus episode on Monday and the back catalog of them and all that. Marie, this was a lot of fun. I thought you were a great guest, and we'd love to have you on again sometime.
Yeah, for sure. You're a wild one.
Thanks for having me.
God.
Yes.
I had fun. Yeah. If I wasn't sitting in my car outside of a McDonald's right now and I was in my house, I would join you for the second hour, but I still have to drive 5 hours. Yeah. So I do have to go.
Through the Hamptons, by the way. She has to go visit Chuck Schumer and, Ted Cruz and all of this.
Yeah.
Tucker Carlson's tea party
spending time with them.
She's gonna sell them all toothpaste. It's like the Tupperware parties, but it's like toothpaste parties.
Yeah, I'm actually doing a toothpaste delivery to them right now.
So
well, you'll be on Uber Eats in no time. And then they do Uber Teeth, and they'd come and brush your teeth for you.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I
like that. I have to run with that one.
All right, everyone. You can reach us on Twitter at OctoAbby, and one and only Bryden and Marie is at Pastie, P8STIE. You can get in touch with me to join the Discord server, except for the British kid. Sorry. Bryden, do you have any plugs today?
Yeah, I'm going to be punching that British kid in the face when he least expects it.
We're just going to fly over there together and take him. We're going to jump him. Okay, Marie, do you have anything else you'd like to plug? We are going to put your toothpaste link in the YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, just the toothpaste recipe as well is like in my bio, and then just like follow me on Twitter for more helpful content on a daily basis.
Wonderful. I love your Twitter. That's why you're here, is because your Twitter is so much fun.
Just Annie Kaufman. Annie Kaufman.
Annie Kaufman. Oh, that's good. You should change your name to to Andy.
No, don't change it. Don't change it.
Thank you
get
for
it.
listening.
Ah.
Okay, everyone, thank you for listening and have a great week. Secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we are the only ones you can trust are here to help.